One TV special report.
There are 11 members present, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Having 11 members present, the Chair declares a quorum. Good afternoon once again. For our agenda for today, may I request the Honorable Majority Floor Leader, Honorable Dakbayan, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. We have no guests for this afternoon's regular session, so we proceed to item number 5, approval of the agenda for the day. There are 4 written requests for insertion, Honorable Chair. And may I read first, adoption and concurrence of Executive Order number 23-ACOG-29, an order realigning items in the operations under the maintenance and other operating expenses of the City Planning and Development Office in total amount of 105,000 to be realigned to various accounts of telephone and internet expenses 50,000, travel expenses 40,000, and fuel, oil, and lubricants expenses 15,000 for a total of 105,000. The second written request for insertion, Honorable Chair, is the letter of City Mayor Ozamiz, dated July 31, 2023, asking his August body to pass a resolution approving the conduct of the August 2023 Labor Force Survey from 8 to 31 August 2023 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. The third written request for insertion is a letter of City Mayor Ozamiz, July 31, 2023, asking his August body to enact a resolution approving the conduct of the third level training of the 2022 Census of Agriculture and Fisheries on 23 to 30 August 2023 by PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. The fourth and the last written request for insertion is the letter of City Mayor, July 28, 2023, asking his August body to pass an ordinance re-extending the duration of the temporary road closure of Zamora Extension, Abdal Street, and Kota Road until 11 o'clock in the evening of September 1, 2023, to properly determine the necessity and benefits of its permanent road closure, thereby amending Section 1 of Ordinance number 1272-2023. Honorable Sir, with these 4 proposed written insertions, I move joint motion to approve the agenda for the day. On joint motion.
There's a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of our agenda for today with 4 inclusions as being manifested. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 6, approval of the minutes for the previous sessions. Attached to the agenda are minutes of our regular session and special sessions on June 5, June 13, June 20, 27, and 29 of this year, 2023. And I assume everybody was able to examine and peruse the contents thereof, Honorable Chair. But before I make any motion, I would like to ask the kind indulgence of everybody because a slight delay in the making of the minutes is due to the various consecutive committee hearings and public hearings we held previously, and also the hearings on our administrative cases, 2 admin cases. That's why our staff was occupied with the encoding, the reviewing, and the editing of the said minutes, Honorable Chair. That's why the slight delay, and it's only today's session that we are given a copy of the said minutes on June 5, 13, 27, and 29. Honorable Sir, with this, I move on the motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and to approve the minutes of the regular and special sessions on June 5, 13, 20, 27, 29, 20, for approval of this August body, Honorable Chair, or to approve in toto 7 minutes on joint motion, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Majority Floor Leader. There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of the minutes of the previous sessions as of June 5, 13, 20, 27, and the special session on the 29th. Move for its approval. Move for its approval. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 7, first reading, reference basis of Press to Letter C, petitions and requests for first reading. Number 1, 2023 Supplemental Budget number 3 of Barangay Lalapang in amount of 321,500 pesos, duly endorsed by the acting city budget officer for approval. I now yield to the wisdom of the committee chairman of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Honorable Doctor, to introduce any comment action on this particular item, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable John Doctor is hereby recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Just to pass a resolution, Honorable Chair, approving the request of Barangay Dalapang, their supplemental budget number 3, in the amount of 321,500 pesos, Honorable Chair, for first reading with reservations, Honorable Chair.
For first reading with reservations, moved by the Honorable John Doctor, the 2023 supplemental budget number 03 of Barangay Dalapang. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Considering the necessity and, of course, the urgency of the matter, Honorable Chair, and upon checking the required documents, it is complied, Honorable Chair, and of course our City Budget Office has endorsed the for its approval, Honorable Chair. I so move for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, the supplemental budget number 3 of Barangay Dalapang in the amount of 321,500 pesos.
Due to the urgency of this request, the Honorable John Doctor is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, the 2023 supplemental budget number 03 of Barangay Dalapang in the amount of 321,500. Move for its approval on the second and final reading. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none. Motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Little D, Messages and Communications. Number 1, DLG Summit Occidental Provincial Advisory dated July 27, 2027 with subject conduct of on-site evaluation for the 2023 local legislative awards. Honorable Chair, there is an advisory from our provincial legal from the DLG of the province regarding the on-site evaluation of local legislative awards, whereby a provincial awards committee was formed and constituted, composed of chairperson Director Pablo Benitez, provincial director of DLG, Vice Chairperson Honorable Luida El Alcalde, PCL Misamis Occidental Chapter President, and Honorable Estila O. Estanyo, Vice Mayor's League Misamis Occidental Chapter President, and members are Sanibir G. Patok, Cluster Head and concurrent Tagalog City Local Government Officers, Ismail Isyo, OIC Head, Provincial Agricultural Office, Lorle G. Head of Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, Sarah D. Camorot, OIC Head of the Provincial Budget Office, Mercy P. Oy, Head of the Provincial Environment and National Resource Office, and Michael Amisel C., PCI Ugisa City Chapter President, which is the owner of MS Glass Armor Center, Honorable Sir. So, this would entail an evaluation of the performance of the city and municipal Sanggunians in crafting received measures, Honorable Sir. And there is a schedule being made as a timeline. And for Ozamiz City, the online evaluation will be on August 23,
August 23.
Wednesday, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, in the meantime, Honorable Sir, I recommend that this memorandum or advisory by the province or the LG province be just duly noted and record City Council, Honorable Sir.
On messages and communications on item number 1 for the IAG Misamis Occidental Provincial Advisory dated July 27, 2027 with the subject the conduct of on-site evaluation for the 2023 local legislative awards. Move with the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this be just duly noted.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Number 2, the LG Region 10 message dated July 24, 2023 with subject dissemination of certified copy of Memorandum Circular number 24 on launching the Bagong Pilipinas campaign as the administration's plan of governance and leadership issued by the Office of the President. So, this the LG Region 10 message, Honorable Sir, pursuant to the Memorandum Circular number 24 of the Office of the President in Malacanang, signed by Subsecretary Lucas P. Bersamin, Honorable Sir. So in the meantime, I move that this DILG Region 10 message pursuant to the Malacanang Memorandum Circular number 24 be just duly noted in the record City Council, Honorable Sir.
For item number 2 for the IAG Region 10 message dated July 24, 2023, move with the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this be just duly noted.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Number 3, the IAG Region 10 Memorandum dated July 2023 with subject 2023 Nutrition Month Pinggang Pinoy Challenge. Unless there are comments from the Chairman of the Committee on Health and Sanitation, Honorable Catherine Lim, Honorable Sir, I move that this memorandum be just duly noted in the records of City Council, Honorable Sir.
For item number 3 on messages and communications for the IAG Region 10 Memorandum dated July 2023 with the subject 2023 Nutrition Month Pinggang Pinoy Challenge, move that this be just duly noted.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Number 4, the LG Region 10 Memorandum dated July 13, 2023 with subject training program for GICA knowledge, co-creation program, young leaders, KCCPYL, several pages available at the Office of Secretary of the Secretary, Honorable Sir. Unless there are comments and observations from our Chairman of the Committee on Youth, Honorable Ewan Sibilio, Honorable Sir, I recommend that this DIJ memorandum be just duly noted in the record City Council, Honorable Sir.
Item number 4 for the IAG Region 10 Memorandum dated July 13, 2023 with subject training program for GICA knowledge, co-creation program with young leaders of several pages available. Okay. Moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this be just duly noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 9, please proceed to letter C, unassigned business whereby we have 4 approved insertions. Let me begin by the first approved insertion, Honorable Chair. The adoption and concurrence of issue order number 23-HFOJ-29, an order realigning items in the appropriations under the maintenance, other operating expenses of City Planning and Development Office of the following accounts: printed forms, 10,000. Repairs and maintenance, motor vehicles, 10,000. Printing and publication expense, 20,000. Office supplies expense, 65,000, for a total of 105,000 to be realigned to the following accounts: telephone internet expenses, 50,000; travel expenses, 40,000; fuel, oil, and lubricant expenses, 15,000, for a total of 105,000. Honorable Chair, I move to adopt and concur with this issue order number 23-HCOG-29 for approval in the first reading with reservations. Honorable Chair.
Moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to adopt and concur this executive order of the Honorable Mayor for an order realigning items as being manifested by the Majority Floor Leader. Motion approved on the first reading with reservation.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to the demand of public interest to espouse sound fiscal management of our LGO of Ozamiz City, I move on joint motion to adopt and concur executive order number 23-HCOG-29, an order running items in the appropriations under the maintenance and other operating expenses of the City Planning and Development Office for a total amount to 105,000 for approval on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Honorable Chair.
Moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for adoption and concurrence of the executive order of the Honorable Mayor, an order realigning items in operations under the maintenance and other operating expenses of the City Planning and Development Office from printed forms, repairs and maintenance, printing, publication expense, office supplies to telephone, internet expense in the amount of 50,000, travel expenses 40,000, fuel, oil, and lubricants expenses in the amount of 15,000, a total of 105,000. Move for its approval for its adoption and concurrence of this executive order for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Is there any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Appropriation number 2, resolution approving the conduct of the August 2023 Labor Force Survey on 8 to 31 August 2023 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. Honorable Chair, I now yield to the wisdom of the Chairman of the Committee on Labor, Honorable Saulo Salvador, to introduce and recommend action on this particular item. Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Saulo Salvador is hereby recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. I move to pass a resolution approving the conduct of the August 2023 Labor Force Survey on August 8 to August 31, 2023 by PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City on first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
For first reading with reservations, move by the Honorable Saulo Salvador this resolution. Move for its approval.
Due to the urgency of this activity, I would like to pass this resolution on second and final reading, waiving internal rules.
Due to the urgency of this request, the Honorable Saulo Salvador is passing this resolution approving the conduct of the August 2023 Labor Force Survey on August 8 to 31, 2023 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Is there any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Appropriation number 3, a resolution approving the conduct of third level training of the 2022 Census of Agriculture and Fisheries on 23 to 30 August 2023 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. Honorable Chair, I yield now to the wisdom Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture and Fisheries, Honorable John Sakin, to introduce and recommend action on this particular item. Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Juanito Sakin Jr. is hereby recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move to pass a resolution approving the conduct of third level training of 2022 Census of Agriculture and Fisheries on 23 up to 30 of August 2023 by PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City on first reading, Honorable Chair, with reservation.
For approve on the first reading with reservation.
Honorable Chair, for the second and final reading, approving resolution approving the conduct of the third level training of 2022 Census of Agriculture and Fisheries on 23 up to 30 August 2023 by PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. On third and final reading, Honorable Chair, waiving the internal rules on joint motion.
Due to the urgency of this request by the Office of the City Mayor, moved by the Honorable June 2nd, a resolution approving the conduct of the third level training of the 2022 Census of Agriculture and Fisheries on August 23 to 30, 2023 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Is there any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The fourth and the last but not the least approved in session is an ordinance extending the duration of the temporary road closure of Samura Extension, Abdal Street, and Kota Road until 11 o'clock in the evening of September 1, 2023 to properly determine the necessity and benefits of its permanent road closure, thereby amending Section 1, Ordinance Number 1272-2023. Honorable Sir, I now yield to the wisdom of the Chairman of the Committee on Transportation and Traffic Management, Honorable Archie Ramiro, to introduce and recommend action on this particular item. Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Romero is hereby recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, MFL. Madam Chair, I move to pass this proposed ordinance, Madam Chair. An ordinance re-extending the duration of the temporary road closure of Zamora Extension, Abdal Street, and Kota Road until 11 p.m. of September 2023 to properly determine the necessity of and benefits of its permanent road closure, thereby amending Section 1 of Ordinance Number 1272-2023, Madam Chair. Passing this for first reading, Madam Chair, with reservation.
The Honorable Romero is passing this proposed ordinance on the first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
This re-extension of road closure is intended to properly determine the necessary and benefits of its permanent road closure, Madam Chair. And for this, Madam Chair, I move to pass this ordinance re-extending the duration of temporary road closure of Zamora Extension, Abdal Street, and Kota Road until 11 p.m. of September 2023 to properly determine the necessity and benefits of its permanent road closure, thereby amending Section 1 of Ordinance Number 1272-2023 for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Madam Chair.
Due to the urgency of these requests for passing an ordinance re-extending the duration of the temporary road closure of Samura Extension, Afdal Street, and Kota Road until 11 p.m. of September 1, 2023 to properly determine the necessity and benefits of its permanent road closure, thereby amending Section 1 of Ordinance Number 1272-2023. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Is there any comment? Remarks? Hearing none. Motion approved on the second and final reading.
Honorable Chair, there are no pending matters on my table under item number 10, basis of third reading, Honorable Chair. So at this juncture, May we have the privilege and pleasure to hear on PCL matters from Honorable Ding Quisison, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Rolando Suizo Jr. is recognized by the Chair.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Last July 29, we have our third quarterly meeting conducted at Don Victoriano, Misamis Occidental, and the agenda of the said quarterly meeting are as follows. First is we would like also we are passing our condolences to one of the PCL Board of Directors of PANAON, Councilor Quirino Dodong Morales, who just died last July 29 due to liver cancer or liver complications. And his interment will be on August 4, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning at Panaon. And he is now wake at Oroqueta near Bayfront. PCL will be visiting him this coming August 3, Thursday, 2 p.m. at Oroqueta City.
Augustine is Thursday, not Friday.
4 is the interment, 3 is the PCL visit to the wake.
Okay. The burial would be on
4, 8 o'clock in the morning at Panaon.
Okay, noted. Noted by the Chair.
Next is the PCL week, which will be this coming September 1 to 7. We will be conducting our LGU PCL week. Per LGU will also be conducting their PCL week, and I will be submitting to the Mayor our activity proposal for the PCL week on what are the activities that will be conducting during that week that we are celebrating. And
September
1 to 7. And also for the local legislative award, which is a program launched by the PCL. That is why our Vice Chairman is the PCL President. This is a program of the PCL that will recognize the exemplary performance of city and municipal sanggunians for legislating measures that help build the foundation of meaningful local administration and development. And our President PCL board member PCL President Luida Alcalde informed us that there will be 3 categories for the said local legislative award. The first category is for cities with class 1, 2, and 3 category, and then also for municipalities with class 1, 2, and 3, and class 4, 5, and 6 municipalities. And this representation was being appointed to be an evaluator for District 2 municipalities. District 1 municipalities, and for District 2 municipalities, it will be Oroqueta City Councilor Ben Aclao will be evaluating for PCL, and the board member Luida Alcalde will also be evaluating class 1, 2, 3 cities of Misamis Occidental. Thank
Where
you
do
very
we
much.
belong? Ozamiz City, what category?
August 23 will
Ozamiz
be
City, what category? Class?
class 3,
3.
third class municipality. Third class city. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you for your information, Honorable Suizo, noted by the Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At this point of time, may we have also the pleasure and privilege to hear SK matters from Honorable Erwin Ochabillo, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Ochavillo, you are now recognized by the Chair.
There is none for SK matters, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At this juncture, may we also have the pleasure and privilege to hear on ABC matters from Honorable Jan Ocdor, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Jan Doctor, you are now recognized by the Chair for some ABC matters.
None also for ABC matters, Honorable Chair.
Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. May we have also the pleasure and privilege to hear on matters concerning the indigenous people from Honorable Bayer Relinda Bation, Honorable Chair.
For matters concerning the indigenous people, may we recognize Honorable Bation.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Majority Floor Leader. Madam Chair, I have list of the IPMR schedule of the selection process of barangays. Selection process of barangay IPMR, Madam Chair. Selection process, schedule of selection process of barangay. Barangay Gingona, August 31, 2023 at 9 a.m. Kugon, August 31, 1 p.m. Stemson Abordo, September 1, 9 a.m. Trigos, September 7, 2023, 9 a.m. Gimad, September 7, 1 p.m. Gala, September 15, 9 a.m. Diguan, September 20, 2023, 9 a.m. And the Barangay Bongbong, September 27, 9 a.m., Madam Chair.
Okay, is that all?
Yes, Madam Chair. Pero kani nga mga schedule, Madam Chair, based sa among pag-istorya ni Mayor, kani tanan ipaabot na ko sa barangay captain. That's why last July 24, nag-meeting mi sa mga IPMR nga mo process. Then akong giingnan sila nga ipahibalo sa mga barangay captain para si CAP mo ay magpadala og communication sa schedule sa mga barangay. Kaya nagstorya man ni Mayor kinahanglan si barangay captain kung asa mag-process nga barangay mo ay magpadala sa kang Mayor.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for your information, Honorable Bation, noted by the Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Unless there are other important matters, announcement or any relevant material information from my colleagues and from my presiding officer, Honorable Chair, I will proceed to item number 15. Honorable Bation has some concern, Honorable Chair.
Other concern? Yes, go ahead.
Madam Chair, other matters, ako lang ipaabot rin, Madam Chair, kay namagay mo adto sa among barangay. Of course, dako kay migpasalamat sa amo ang barangay di ay nga kanang ang Purok City sa barangay Bongbong. Dugay na namong gipangandoy nga sa una ako'y advisor dira. So wala pa gid siya na kasada. So karon okay na kayo, lapad kayo kasada, lusot na sa kugod. So dako kay mi pasalamat sa amo sa atong halangdon nga gobernador, sa atong congressman ug sa atong mayor. Of course at administration karon nga sa una nagkalapok-lapok karon okay na jud kay sa nga tanan among dalan. And then nalang ko'y pag adto man gud nako mingon sila nga kanang ang poste ba, Madam Chair, kanang nagharag na dinay mga balay diri asa man ta dapit mo duol ana para makuha unta ang poste kay tulo ka poste giadto gyud nako siya kay mao lagi ilang giingon nga of course nindot kay ang dalan but nagtunga ang poste then nagharag pa gyud siya pag matumba dagan kay madamage kay katapok man ang balay diri dapita so hadlo kay sa nga tanan kung matumba siya mo nang niingon pud sila nako isip daw akong konsehal ipaabot maenta daw kunog mapaabot nako diri sa ato ang session. Thank you.
I think it would be better if your barangay captain will report that to the city engineers. The barangay captain concerned on that particular area regarding that posting na sa tunga. So that the
Barangay Bongbong Cons.
Barangay Bongbong. So that the barangay officials will also coordinate with the DPWH kung DPWH concern ka nang naa.
Okay, Madam Chair. Ako ipaabot sa kang kapitan. Thank you.
Yes, that's the duty of the barangay officials. And then they have to make the necessary reports to the city engineer, then to the DPWH. Or if not, direct na lang sa DPWH, no? Kaya basta inaana, DPWH man na naa. Well, anyhow, Honorable Bation, the month of August, I think, dili ba na IPMR month? When is the IPMR month?
IPMR sa, Madam Chair?
Is the month of August not an IPMR month?
Other matters, Madam Chair, dili siya about sa IPMR. katong akong giingon sa barangay Bungbong, actually that's why gi-other matters na ako kay dili siya appeal sa ako ang indigenous nga part.
What I mean ba, I am asking you, ang kanang, when is the IPMR month? Dili ba to August?
Ay October.
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 Okay.
October ang IP month celebration.
Okay, thank you. Any other concern from this August body?
If there are none, Honorable Chair, may I just advise my colleagues, after the session, we'll have some documents to be signed. No, as usual, Honorable Chair ko will be the host sa opisina para dito mag-sign ang mga sa opisina ni Honorable Catherine Lim. Dito magpirma sa opisina ni Honorable Catherine Lim, Honorable Chair. Magpirma sa mga dokumento, resolutions, sa office ni Honorable Catherine Lim after decision.
After decision,
Ay, sa muli.
Madam
we'll
Chair,
proceed to the office
in
of...
my office, but the host today for our Bahad is the birthday celebrant.
Host,
Happy birthday
For the
opisina ni
to our
Honorable ko.
beautiful
Pero Honorable
konsehal.
Catherine Lim is celebrating her
The
birthday.
birthday celebrant of
Honorable Chair, so.
the month
This
of
month?
July. Month of
Of
July.
month
Month
of
of July.
July. So
Her
it will
birthday
be
was on July
belated.
30. Her birthday was on July 30. And the Bahad of Konsehal
Dinky.
Dinky is TBA, to be announced.
Mo ba? Okay, noted. No
So,
problem.
On that happy note, Honorable Chair, we'll converse at the office of Honorable Cecil Lagico with the kind generosity of the celebrant, Honorable Catherine Lim. I move to adjourn the regular session, Honorable Chair.
Session is adjourned.
One TV special report.